Okay, no delay or anything. As soon as I put up this video, I immediately went live. So let's see how long it takes before someone shows up. Anyone out there? Hello? Let's see how long it takes before people start popping in. Is there anyone alive out there? Can anyone hear me? We are at 20 seconds. Oh, there we go. Okay, Retro, you are the first. Joe, hello. Wilson, hello. Sky, hello. AVQ, no one is alive. Yeah, it was like quiet for like 10 or 15 seconds, and then here comes everybody. The ship channel, hello. Moon, hello. Glamorous, hello. I never know if I'm going to do these Friday night live streams, but occasionally I have, if I'm home and I've got time, then I do it. Let's see. Dana, how are you? I am doing well. Dana, how about yourself? Wait says the floodgates have opened. Absolutely, absolutely. How is everybody? Oh, wow. Looks like I got some sun today. Oh, I was out in the woods today. Let's see. What is going on? Let's see. David says, how big is the Titanic model behind you? That one, I believe it's 1/200 scale. It's the Lego Titanic, whatever that is. We got our first super chat of the night. Ty, too. Thank you so much. I can hear you. Awesome. Thank you, Ty. Glad you're here. Steve says, let's see, the Lego Titanic. Yes, the Lego Titanic. Hill says, love your channel, bud. So educational. Thanks so much, Hill. I take it you're new here. I'm glad to have you. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. Did you build it yourself? So I started to work on it. I started to help out with it, but actually my brother-in-law built the whole thing. I thought he would have I was traveling that weekend, so I helped him work on it before I left on the bow section. And then I left for 3 days, and I thought they would just have the bow section done, and then I'd help him with the rest when I got back. And then when I came back from my trip, the entire ship was done. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, you got the whole thing done in 3 days. Holy cow, you are a Lego ninja. That's all I got to say about that. That's all I have to say about that. He is a Lego ninja. It's crazy how fast he works on that. I still have to start the I haven't started working on it yet because it's going to be a video. But I've got the Histo Brick SS Eastland right here. So this is the exact same scale as the Lego Titanic, but it's a much smaller ship. So I am going to have a time working on this. So this is an up-and-coming project, and yes, there will be a video on it. I think that's Histo Brick's biggest model. At least I'm fairly confident it is. Joe says, any winners yet, Sam? So I have, I was using a random comment picker to find a winner for the giveaway, and I went through 4 or 5 different winners, and not one of them had an email address tied to their account. I'm like, come on, guys. How am I going to contact you? So finally, I found one channel that actually, it had no email, but it had YouTube videos. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try this. So I left a comment on that video like, hey, get on Discord, contact me. You've got 24 hours. So I'm like, guys, I said in the video, you've got to have an email. So David says, what giveaway? For the Submersible Titanic model. The Titanic model, the little one you see right there underneath the puzzle one, I'm giving one of those away. So that's what's going on there. Jalen, too, thank you. Hey, Sam, are you going to get the Californian Histo Brick? I saw it on there. I saw it available for sale. I thought about it. I wasn't 100% certain if I was going to get it or not. But then when I went back and looked at it another time, it was sold out. So lost my chance on that. But I've got the Carpathia right there. Thanks to the 2, Jalen. Ty, 2, thank you. Lego building stream win. Never really thought about it, to be honest with you. Maybe eventually. I don't know. I don't really have a good way to stream me building the Eastland Histo Brick and all that. And Histo Brick builds, you really got to pay attention. So I don't know about just trying to build that and jump back and forth between the chat. I don't know. Maybe eventually. It's just not something I'm set up for right this moment. Thanks for the 2. Let's see. Here we got that one. We got that one. Biggest Britannic fan ever. Okay. Which ship is your favorite, Britannic or Olympic? I like them both for different reasons. I can't really pick a favorite between the two. I like them both for different reasons. So I like them both equally. How about that? How about that? Let's see. We got 4 Funnel Films. Hey, Sam. Hey, 4 Funnel. Let's see here. Game time with Jake. I just logged off and this is live. And is this live? Yes, I'm live. Hello. Everybody in the chat. The guy, the YouTube channel, the guy's name, Game Time with Jake. Tell him this is live. Like everybody in the chat say, this is live. This is live. This is live. Yes, this is live. I am here. If I wasn't live, could I do hello? There we go. And why do I have a feeling that that's going to be a meme now? Hello. This is live. You're live. This is not live. Yeah, this is live. This is live. This is live. Let's see here. We got that one. Baker said, did you hear about the submersible getting stuck in the Titanic? It happened like a week ago. It didn't get stuck in the Titanic. It came down. So those submersibles, they don't come down directly on top of the Titanic. They actually come down like a little bit out from the wreck because as I said in one of my videos, they like to approach the wreck. They like to approach the wreck so that the bow of the ship comes out of the darkness and everything. That's the first thing that they see. Holy cow. Oh, wait. Hey, hey, Jennifer. Thank you for the 2. What's up? I have a major question. Do you have cookies? I do not. But hey, Jennifer, I think it's you. I'm like 99.999% it's you. But hey, Jennifer, check one of your YouTube videos because I'm like 99% certain you're the winner of the giveaway. You didn't have an email tied to your account, so I just found one of your videos and left a comment. Double check, but I think it's you. I think it's you. I think it's you. One of your cruise videos, I think you were going to Alaska or something. Double check because I left a comment because the random comment picker just spit out your channel thing. But I think it's you. I think it's you. So double check your video and see if it's and see if I left a comment there. If I did, then say something here in the chat. And if I did, get on Discord and contact me because it's ready to go. I just gotta find the winner. So yeah, it's ready to go. Anyway, double check. Double check. Oh boy, well that would be crazy if that's how you found out that you won from a stream. But yeah, double check and see if I left a comment there. Let's see. We got that. Thanks for the 2, Jennifer. Ty 5, thank you. Britannic was made to even be more luxurious than Titanic, but because of the war, she never got to showcase her luxury. Yep, 100%. Britannic was built to improve on the design of the Olympic and Titanic, but because of the war and everything, she never got to be used for her intended purpose. The Britannic is a beautiful ship, and it's a shame that she couldn't have been used what she was meant to be used for. Thanks for the 5, Ty. We got another super chat 5 from Captain Jalen. Thank you. Hey, Sam, are there still ROVs going inside the wreck of the Titanic like the mirrors? Because there haven't been any recent videos of the interior of Titanic. I don't think so. I haven't heard of any ROV exploration inside the ship for a while. I'm sure it'll happen again at some point. But yeah, as of late, I haven't heard of anything directly. Thanks for the 5, Jalen. Moon 5, thank you. Sam, my parents booked our Queen Mary stateroom for August. Super cool. Enjoy. Be sure to take photos and videos of the ship and send them to me. I have been meaning to come back out to the Queen Mary at some point. I don't know 100% when I'm going to be able to make it back out to that ship. It is on the other side of the country from me, but eventually I will. Eventually I will. And have a lot of fun, man. Take pictures and post them to Discord. Ozzy 5, thank you. Hello, Sandball. Are you ever going to let the Sandball thing go, please? How are the kitty, Sandball, and Maritime doing? They're doing fine. They're growing like crazy. I think we found a home for 2 of them, and I think we found a home for the last one. A lady, she's got her family recently, their cat recently passed away, and she's got 2 little girls. And I think one's 5 and one's 3. And anyway, they came over and saw the one that's left over, and the the little girls fell in love with him. So I think that we have found homes for all of them. I think we have found homes for all of them. Got that one. We got that one. Thanks for the 5, Ozzy. Let's see what we got here. Whoa. Okay. All right. We made it 10 minutes before I have to turn on the slow-mo because I can't keep up with the chat. All right. Let's do 20 seconds. Bada bing, bada boom. And hiya! Ninja slow mode. Hacha. Let's see what we got. Jules said, why didn't the iceberg move when the Titanic hit it? I was watching videos on icebergs. They are unstable and roll. I would have thought an ocean liner would have just moved the iceberg out of the way. There are many different types of icebergs. There are some that are very strong and firm, and then there are others that are very, loose. They roll over, they crumble and all that. And it appears that the Titanic hit one of the stronger bergs because, listen, don't underestimate ice or the ocean. So, It all depends. It all depends on a variety of factors. I got that one. Libby says icebergs are heavy. 100%. 100%. Slay says because of Titanic and Britannic, I never want to go on a ship. Oh, dude, that was a long time ago. That was a very long time ago with those ships and everything. So, I mean, modern ships are fairly safe, and I'd say you've got about a 99.99999% chance of having a great time. So ships are safe. With communication technology, it's easier than ever for ships to contact help if help needs to come up. Now, if you would say that you don't want to go on ship because of Costa Concordia, or how many of you all remember the Carnival Triumph incident? The ship that had that fire in the engine room and lost power, and those people were stuck on board that ship for, 5 or 6 days? And no bathrooms, guys. Think about that for a moment. A ship with 2,000 or 3,000 people on it and no bathrooms, no running water. Can you think about how nasty things would get on there really, really fast? Jermaine, no bathrooms? Yeah, because the ship lost power. They couldn't pump the water. They couldn't pump the water anywhere. And they were telling people to pee in the showers, I think. And because the plumbing system wasn't working, pee actually began to ooze through the walls and stuff like that, I think. It definitely wasn't a pleasant thing. That is for darn sure. That is 100% for darn sure. Let's see here. Logan 5, thank you. Pizza or I'm not sure what that is. I love pizza, so okay. Thanks for the 5. I'm not sure what that other thing is, but okay. Thanks for the 5. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was what they called it, the poop cruise. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Can you remember that? Can you imagine what that must have been like for those people to be... Anyway, and I thought my little incident with the... I thought my incident on board the Carnival ship was bad. So for those of you who don't know, I went on a Carnival cruise 5 or 6 years ago by now. Holy cow, that was bad. Oh, well, no. Well, the Carnival cruise is fine. But anyway, on the morning that I was supposed to get off the ship was sailing into Miami. And I go into the bathroom. I clean out all of my stuff and everything. And then I leave. And luckily, I'd already cleaned out the room. So while I'm in the main part of the stateroom and I'm just packing my bags and everything, I hear this sound coming from the bathroom. And it sounded like air bubbles coming up out of the toilet. It was like, whoop, 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 sort of like that kind of sound. So I'm like, what the heck is that? So I open the door and I peek my head in and I find all of this black sludge all over the floor and all over the place. And I'm like, I just close the door and I walk away. Yeah. So it didn't stink. Like it didn't smell bad. It didn't smell bad. Oh, kebab. Oh, kebab. Oh, okay. I didn't recognize that word. Okay. Now that you say it, I know what you're talking about. Pizza still. Okay. Okay, I didn't recognize the word. Okay, there you go. But yeah, anyway, thank you for that too, Ty. So Anyway, it didn't smell bad. Okay, it didn't smell bad, so I didn't think it was human waste per se. But then I had another thought, because whenever I believe cruise ships, they dump waste overboard, but they clean it first, like they kill the bacteria and everything like that, and they separate everything into 2 tanks. There's like the water from the shower and all that stuff, and then there's water from the toilet. And I think they call it black water. So, and it's poo water minus the bacteria. So what I think happened was, I think that was processed poo, like poop that had already had all the bacteria killed and everything. And I think for some reason that went like, and so I called guest services and I'm like, look, I want you to know this wasn't me. Like, I didn't do anything in the bathroom. My toilet randomly exploded and a bunch of stuff is everywhere. So, yeah, a crewman came by and saw it. And I'm like, I didn't want to be charged for anything, but it was the morning I was getting off the ship. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have requested a new cabin. So that was an incident. Maritime, Sam? Question mark, exclamation mark. Hi, Maritime. I wondered if you were going to get here. You know, why are you so surprised? You know I do Friday night streams on occasion. Glad you're here, Maritime. So, yeah, that is my bathroom incident on a Carnival ship. I'm just glad I wasn't in the bathroom at the time. Oh, gosh, that would have been bad. Tie 5, thank you. Sam, did you hear about the cruise ship that but the pier in San Francisco? Oh, did a ship, like, hit the pier or bump into the pier or something in San Francisco? No, I didn't hear about that. I did not hear about that. But thank you for letting me know, Ty. Thank you for the 5. Maritime, always fun. 100%, 100%. Let's see. Jajorio, I hope I said your name right. My grandma was on the Oceanic, of course, way before it sunk. Holy cow, seriously? You had a family member that was on board the Oceanic? That's absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. Thanks for letting us know about that. I feel like that would be so surreal to be on a ship that that later had an incident, like it sank or something like that, like the Costa Concordia, you know? Rick says, our co-host Maritime is here. 100%. Ram says, let's see here. Ram says, how long have you been into Titanic and its sister ships? Ever since that I was a little kid. Ever since I was a little kid, I've been into it. Jennifer 5, thank you. I'm not sure, Sam. The only comment on my cruise video, I'm not sure, Sam. The only comment on my cruise video I can't see for some reason. I think it's you. Hold on a second. I am like nearly 100% certain it's you, Jennifer. I wish I could select your it won't let me click. Let's see, Jennifer, what's your channel called? Jennifer Vacuum Dog Grooming. I am sure it's you. Vacuum Dog Grooming. Jennifer Vacuum Dog. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not finding that channel. Oh, wait a minute. Do you have hey, Jennifer, do me a favor. Can you we're gonna need to figure this out. Hey, Jennifer, join my Discord and we'll talk and figure this out. Okay. Join my Discord and message me in the DMs and we'll figure this out when I'm not streaming and everything. But if it wasn't, you know what it might have been? Because I know your name popped up. I know your name popped up. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. It might have been an instance where see, this is why YouTube giveaways are such a hard thing to do. It might have been an instance where if you have a cruise video on your channel, then it's you. I was starting to think for a moment it might have been one of the other channels that was selected before you that didn't have any videos or emails, so I had no way to contact them. But if you've got a cruise video on your channel, I'm fairly certain it's you. But anyway, we'll figure it out in the Discord. Just DM me. Just DM me, and we'll figure this out. We'll figure this out. The hardest part of a giveaway, getting in contact with the person who won. Ty 5, thank you. It was a Princess cruise ship that was being piloted by a harbor pilot after coming back from Alaska. Yeah, because the harbor pilots are the ones that brings the ships in because they're supposed to know the ports best. But yeah, crazy. I did not know about that. I did not know. I was on a Disney ship that did something like that a few years ago. Thanks for the 5, Ty. Dan, 5, thank you. Did you ever get the Lego Titanic? Love your vids, by the way. No, Dan. I never got the Lego Titanic. I never got the Lego Titanic, Dan. I never got the Lego Titanic, Dan. I never got. Sorry, I had to do it. I had to do it. You set me up for that one, okay? You completely set me up for that one. I couldn't resist. Dan, haha, I thought maybe that would be it. I'm sorry, Dan. Just you to anybody who's talked to me, you know that I'm a jokester. And when you give me that opportunity. So I've told this story before in the Discord on the stream and everything, but for those of you who are new, I'll tell it again. Probably 5, 6, maybe even 7 or 8 years ago. Good Lord, it was a long time ago. I applied for a TSA job, at the airports and stuff like that. And I was in the training and I hated it. So I backed out. But while I was in the training, they were I was in this classroom. Okay. And we had our teacher up at the front and everything. And they were giving us the lowdown on how seriously you have to take airport security. Cause you're protecting the lives of passengers on planes and all this stuff. And I'm listening to her and I'm like, And she says, you always have to assume that anybody who comes to the security terminal is a possible risk because no one in here knows what a person is thinking. And then the teacher says, because can any of you tell me what a dog is thinking? And I went, I shouldn't have done it. Okay. I'm in a room with like a head officer and all of these TSA students, and there's a Homeland Security office right there. I shouldn't have done it. But as soon as she said, can any of you tell me what a dog is thinking? I went, squirrel. And the whole room erupted in laughter. Everybody started laughing their heads off. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have done it. But I just... And even the head of Homeland Security at that airport watching us, what is going on? It was one word, squirrel. I shouldn't have done it, but it was too good. It was just the perfect moment. Luckily, she was a good sport about it, but it was too good of a moment. Okay, like I'm crying when I think about it in the past. Anyway, look, I'm a jokester. It's my personality. Okay. I had to do it. Olivia 5, thank you so much. I'm still crying. I interrupt this normal live for a special announcement. Cookies are a lie. Don't believe. Thank you. Continue playing with your Thank you. Continue playing with your ships or what? Seriously. Thanks for the 5, Olivia. Let's see. Music 5, thank you. Love your channel, man. Thank you. Thanks for the support. I've always been fascinated with the Titanic. Happy to support your channel. Keep up the good work, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the kind words in the super chat. It means a lot, man. Couldn't be here without people like you. Studio 5, thank you. Hey Sam, did you see Brightside made a new Titanic video? What else is new? Okay, like Brightside is gonna keep pumping out Titanic videos and everything. And let me guess, you all want another Brightside video. Is that right? Is that right? Do you guys want another Brightside reaction video? Do you guys want another one of those? Oh gosh, I think the new Brightsides is a re-upload. Okay, well that helps. Why do you guys want me to die? like not die, but like mentally lose brain cells? No, yes, I love them. Yes, LO. We'll see. So, I don't want my channel to be known for those. I like it to stay serious, but like talk about these stories, like real stories and everything. But on occasion, it's fun to do something random like Brightside. But we'll see. It's not something that I'm gonna do immediately, but they are fun to do occasionally. Maybe in the next month or two. Maritime, the new video seems very familiar to one you already did. Okay, well then I'm not going to do a rehash, but I'll take a look at it. Larry 5, thank you. Hey Sam, did you hear the OceanGate? The company behind the Titan sub, is going out of business. I didn't hear that. I've been kind of out of the loop for a while about the sub. After I found out that they found it and that they found the wreckage and everything, I haven't been keeping up with it as much as what I was doing before. I did see the footage where they brought up the submarine wreckage or submersible wreckage. I did hear that they may have found a little trace of human remains in it. They didn't say what exactly they found, but honestly, under those forces, it can't be much. I'm surprised they found anything at all. But yeah, it's very tragic and sad, but it doesn't surprise me that they're going to go out of business. Not at all. I was watching a lot of videos about them. I saw these guys, like they were using like this pressure chamber, and they built this little a tiny handheld submersible model made out of carbon fiber and the same materials of the sub, and they put pressure on it and then decrease the pressure, and they just did that over and over to see how long it would take the carbon fiber model to implode. It was a very interesting video. It was a very, very interesting video. I got that one. Ty 5, thank you. Wait till you can get with Mike Brady to do a next Brightside React. Yeah, we need to. It's just me and him, our schedules are literally complete opposites from each other because we are literally on opposite sides of the planet Earth. So it's just hard for us to figure that out, but maybe eventually. Jennifer 2, thank you. Sam Rage. Of course we do want to see that. No more rages, please. Can I just relax and enjoy things for a little bit? Olivia 5, thank you. Hey Sam, when is the cookie shirt coming out? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We'll talk about. I know I always plan to work on my merch line, but using Teespring or that website for merch, it is a very finicky thing to try to get images uploaded to it and do it right and get the image to look right. So I haven't corrected the Britannic image yet. I got the updated one from my animator, but I haven't corrected the image yet. So after I get all that done, we can talk about it. Thanks for the 5, Olivia. Let's see here. Captain Jalen 5, thank you. Okay, Sam, I want you to really prepare yourself for the biggest question anyone has ever asked you of all time. I've got this. Let's do it. That was really loud. Wow. All right. What if Titanic sank during the daytime? Still hit the berg. If she sank during the daytime under the exact same conditions and everything, then the Californian would have been able to make it over there because ships in the exact same positions just during the daytime, the Californian's radio would have been turned on, so the Californian would have been able to make its way over to the Titanic. How long it would have taken it to reach the Titanic, I'm not sure because of the ice field. But yeah, the Californian would probably have been the first ship, to reach Titanic in that situation. That's probably that would be my best guess. Thanks for the 5 and good question. Jennifer 2, thank you. It's either Rage or T-Floods. Take your pick. I'll take Rage. That way my electronics don't get destroyed. Okay, how about that? Let's see here. Moon says, where do you get those smaller Titanic models? Oh, if you're talking about those back there, those are from these that my finger's at. Those are from Titanic Honor and Glory. But they do not make these anymore. And when they did, I had to wait 3 years. Legit, 2 or 3 years. So I ordered them in different batches. So my first order was Britannic, Titanic, and Lusitania. I ordered these all at once. I think I ordered them in 2019, 2018, something like that. And I kid you not, guys, it was around 2 or 3 years later before these showed up. No. It was longer ago than that. I think it was 20. Yeah, because I got these shortly before I started filming. So, before I started doing YouTube. So I think I must have ordered these in 2018. Yeah, 2018 or something like that. And I got them a few months before I started filming. So yeah, right around 2 years. That's when I waited for these. 2 years. And then I ordered these other ones. I ordered Mauritania and Olympic at later times, and luckily I got them. I also ordered Aquatania, but I never got it. They just refunded me. Yeah, so I would not. I don't think they're even selling these anymore because of just how backed up they got. My poor Titanic model. I used it. So this is the model that I basically did all of my early videos with. And, like, look how run down it is. Like, look at the A-deck promenade. Like, it's kind of collapsed there now. I'm missing 2 of the propellers. The rudder's gone. Part of the stern is gone. Most of the lifeboats have lost their davits. I think there's a couple right here. I mean, this poor little thing. And I even broke off the 4th funnel, but I super glued it back on. But this poor little model. But you know what? These are battle scars because this ship did her duty and told you guys the story of the real one. So I call them battle scars. So it doesn't even bother me. I forgot to put on my belt. Oh well. But I'm like, why am I? Every time I stand up, I have to readjust my pants. I forgot to put on my belt. Oh well. Maritime, truly a Yamato. You and the Yamato. What's up with that? Let's see here. We got another 2 from Chista. Thank you. Or 20 NOK, which I think is 2 USD. Thank you. Waiting an Olympic piece and got my boat license. Awesome. You got your Olympic piece. That's so cool. Thank you for the super chat. Captain Jalen 2. Have you seen the meme when you hit the camera because of me? Are you talking about the back rooms thing? The back room thing? Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? Yes, I saw it. I put it on my other channel. Maritime, Yamato, cool ship. The Yamatos were tough ships. I'll say that. Let's see. Greg says, if you don't mind disclosing, how much have you spent on Titanic models? I did not buy the Lego one. That was a gift. Probably not as much as you think. The Titanic Honor and Glory one, that one was a little over 100 if I remember correctly. Didn't buy that one. Didn't buy that one. Didn't buy that one. The bigger one that I use in my videos, the 1/350 scale one, that one was also a gift. Actually, now that I think about it, I didn't really buy these. Yeah, the Lego Titanic was a gift from my family, just for me doing YouTube and everything. They thought it'd be a good piece for the set, which is incredibly generous of them. So yeah, not all that much. Not all that much. Now that I think about it, I spent more, but I did buy other things. So like the TV back here, I bought. Yeah. Titanic model is actually not a lot. Actually, not a lot. Olivia 10, thank you so much. Do a cooking with Sam and make the last dinner from Titanic. Then you can also add the amazing history of the fire department as they put out the inevitable fire that comes. Is that a jab at my cooking? Says, I'll have you know, Olivia, I am a great chef. Well, when I say great chef, I can make only a handful of things. But anyway, I can make a fantastic peanut butter sandwich. That is cooking, okay? That is cooking. I can make peanut butter sandwich. So that is cooking. I can cook a little bit, in all seriousness. I can cook a few little things here and there, but I am nowhere near a chef, okay? I am not a chef by any means. Why is this thing on? Why is this thing running? There we go. Cooking with Sam. Can you cook cereal? Yes, I can make cereal. You take, here's the thing. You take cereal, my personal favorite, Honey Nut Cheerios, and you pour them into a bowl, and then you add milk. Ta-da! Or to make tea, you take the tea bag, and then you add water, boil it, bada bing, bada boom. Flag says, Sam, there is a funny clip of you. What else is new? People seem to love just making little, they love to just take these little images of me or pictures of me from funny moments and then make images of them. What else is new? Listen, I never know when I sign on to Discord what image I am going to see. I don't know what, like, people are just going to find still images of me in funny positions or whatever and make little clips of us, make little clips of me. Let's see. We got another 2 from Jalen. I'm the reason why you hitting the camera is a meme. Thanks for that, Jalen. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Five Nights at Freddy, too. Thank you. Can you show us the Edmund Fitzgerald model? Oh, you're talking about the Great Lakes ship model back there? It's not a Edmund Fitzgerald model per se. It's just a Great Lakes freighter that kind of resembles the Fitzgerald a little bit, I guess, but it's not really a Fitzgerald model. Got that one. Got that one. Flipwagon is a legend at that. Flipwagon is a legend at making memes. I legit do not know how he does what he does. Oh, so I've got something I want to show you guys real quick. So about probably 2-3 weeks ago, I became aware of this movie, okay? And it is a really funny movie, and it is free on YouTube if any of you all want to watch it. But it's this movie was made in China, and it's a movie called Moon Man, where this guy is basically there's a base on the moon, and their job is to defend the Earth from asteroids. Don't get too crazy with the physics in it, because it'll drive you crazy. It bugged me the first time I watched it. But I'm telling you, it is one of the funniest and saddest movies. Like, the whole movie's a comedy, but then at the very end, it gets really sad because there's this giant asteroid coming towards the Earth. And this guy gets he gets left on the moon, and he's fighting to survive by himself with a kangaroo, if you can believe that. But anyway, at the very end, this asteroid's coming towards the Earth, and he has to manually carry a missile because its engine's destroyed at the moon, and he has to fly it into the asteroid himself. And when I was watching it, they started playing this song, okay? And when I was listening to the song, I'm like, it's in Chinese, but it has subtitles. But I'm like, I know this melody. I know this melody. Like, what is this? How do I know this? How do I know this melody? So anyway, here, I'm going to show it to you guys real quick, and I'm going to see if any of you guys can recognize the song. Like, I had no idea how popular this song was outside of America. And anyway, tell me if you guys can ID it. I hope this doesn't trigger the copyright, but whatever. Tell me if you guys recognize the song. Tell me when you guys recognize it, what it's based on. So that's him carrying the asteroid that's him carrying the missile to the asteroid. Can you guys recognize it? Oh, come on, guys. Come on. Where am I from? It has to do with West Virginia. Country Roads, guys. John Denver. Country Roads in a Chinese, just a movie from China. I just could not get over that there was, that Country Roads was in. I just could not get over that song was in a movie from China. Oh, I just realized. There we go. There we go. Country Roads. Yes. So for those of you who don't know, I live in West Virginia. That's where I'm from. So, True Crazy. Wow. Country Roads gets her. It does. But anyway, guys, if you want a awesome movie and you're okay with just reading the subtitles, Moon Man. It's free on YouTube. It is hilarious. And the end legit makes you shed a tear. So I was like, this is so sad. But don't get too caught up in the laws of physics, okay? Don't get too caught up in the laws of physics because it'll bug you. Ty, I couldn't hear it that well. That's why. Okay. Yeah, I was showing you this, but anyway. Insert copyright defenses. Yeah, well, I'm hoping where it's a movie from another country, it won't trigger it. But if it does, I'll just cut it out. If it does, I'll just cut it out and call it a day. If any of you want to watch it, hang on a second. I don't know if it'll. Let's see here. Moon Man. Let me see if it'll pull it up. There it is. And copy and. Boop, there you go. There it is. There it is. If anybody wants to watch it, I don't know. I don't know if it'll. I don't know how well that'll work. Let's see. Elizabeth 5. Thank you so much. Hi Sam. Hi Elizabeth. Hope you're doing well. I hope you are doing well. Oh, wow. There's some more super chats that I missed. Hope you're doing well, Elizabeth. Glad you're here. Music says, hey, Sam, did you see Titanic 3D in theaters? They did re-release it. I didn't see the latest re-release, but I did watch it, I think 5 or 6 years ago when they did like the 20th anniversary. I did do that. I did not go and see it this time. Thanks to the 2. Jennifer, 2, thank you. Never knew how to make cereal. Thanks for the demonstration. Thanks, Jennifer. I'm glad you enjoyed. Olivia, 5, thank you. Someone recognized me. I gave him a cookie. My dog Apollo was really happy. So wait, I do have a story about the whole recognition thing. I do have a story about that. Give me a second. Band 10, thank you so much. Did numerous school projects on ships like Independence when it was the biggest. All from my childhood fascinations with Titanic. Crazy how fast ships grow in size. Titanic to now. Big love from Dublin. Awesome, man. Thank you for the kind words. And yeah, when you really look at ship history, it's crazy how much those ships have grown over time. It's insane. Thanks for the 10. Greg, 10, thank you. You've rekindled my interest in the Titanic again since I was a kid. Came across your channel when I was YouTubing stuff about the Titan Submersible incident last month. Awesome, man. I'm glad you like my channel. I'm glad you're interested in ships and everything like that. And that whole thing about the Titan sub, I could not believe that something like that happened. It's very tragic. It's very sad. But it's also something that should have never happened. You know, like they shouldn't. That sub should never have been in that situation. And I honestly, I really think, because from what I've heard about carbon fiber, is it's the type of material that gets weaker over time. So like I mentioned before in a live stream that the carbon fiber, like the hull and everything, it really made me think of the Comet aircraft, you know, like the pressure getting intense, like the sub could handle the intense pressure at the bottom of the ocean. And then it's like every time the pressure increased, decreased, increased, decreased, it's like it was just wearing out the hull slowly but surely until eventually it failed. I mean, it's a tragedy, but it never should have happened. You know, if they would have taken the appropriate safety precautions and everything. You know, it's like, I think I said this before. They were treating diving to the wreck of the Titanic like it was something routine, you know? And when do things go wrong? When things become routine. You know, look at all the space flights in the history of NASA. You know, when things become routine, that's when accidents happen. Apollo 13, moon missions became routine. I mean, it's nothing short of a miracle that, hang on, let me think. Jim Lovell, Fred Hayes, and Jack Swigert. Jack Swigert. I think that's right. Jim Lovell, Fred Hayes, and Jack Swigert. Did I get those guys right? Did I get all 3 of those guys' names right? I'm pretty sure I did. Jim Lovell, Fred Hayes, and Jack Swigert. I think that's right. Fact check me, guys. Did I get all those right? Did I get those guys? Did I get all those astronauts right? Admiral. Yep. Cool. I got it. Cool. But yeah, Challenger, Columbia. Yeah, like things become routine. Challenger was the biggest. Like, if you look at Challenger and how many engineers were telling the administrators at NASA, you cannot launch. It is too cold. I mean, they were like, you can't do it. I mean, I just don't even know what they were thinking. I mean, it's just, but those engineers, they thought that Challenger would blow up the second the solid rocket boosters ignited. And they were just like, okay, we dodged a bullet when it lifted off and it didn't blow up. But if you go back and you look at the camera, you see a jet of flame come out of the side of the booster where the O-ring failed. I mean, it's just, Challenger should have never happened. And Columbia should have never happened because they saw the foam strike. But anyway, you know, people become complacent. Dangerous situations become routine. And accidents happen. Tragedies happen. And I think the Titan sub was trying to make diving the Titanic routine. And look what happened. You know, I mean, you cannot, the amount of forces, like 3.5 tons per square inch of pressure. I mean, just imagine. Anyway, I did not mean to start venting about that or going off on that. So anyway, Ty, too. Thank you. Rosie time. Not tonight. I usually show Rosie to everybody on Sunday. So I'll probably wrap up the stream in about 15 minutes or so. And then we'll have our Sunday stream. You'll see, we'll do the Q&A. You'll see Rosie and all that stuff then. Thanks for the 2. Jalen, too, thank you. Give us thoughts on Titanic 2 and Cal and Lovejoy. Titanic 2, I didn't make it past the beginning because as soon as I saw the Queen Mary with the Titanic 2 nameplate or CGI'd on it, I'm like, I turned it off. And Cal and Lovejoy, not good people. Not good people. That's all I have to say about that. Not good people. Not good people at all. Jennifer, too, thank you. Do big ships create a suction while sinking? It all depends. I'm sure there is a little bit, just from the momentum of the ship going down. But I don't think suction is as much of a risk as air pockets and stuff within the ship trying to suck you in. Momentum is a factor, but it all depends on how fast the ship is going down. And there's a lot of stuff with ships sinking and suction, but if there's an opening or something like take what happened to Archibald Gracie with the Grand Staircase Dome, I think having an open space beneath you is a lot more of a risk, but suction is still a risk. But I think air pockets or air spaces flooding is more. Thanks to the two, Jennifer. Let's see. 2 from Elizabeth. How's the quest for losing it? How's the quest for losing it? I have no clue what you're referring to, Elizabeth. Thank you for the 2, but I am very puzzled by your question. Thanks for the super chat. Moving on. Mike 5, thank you. Woohoo, Sam the man. Thanks, Mike. Mike the man, thank you. You are from West Virginia? Sweet. I am from Ohio. Cool, Mike. You're not too far from me. Thanks for the 5, man. Yep, I am from West Virginia. Let's see. Olivia, too. When is the Historic Reads episode? So for those of you who don't know, Olivia sent me a children's book called Bodie McBoatface, and Olivia wants me to do a book reading. If I do anything like that, it'll probably be in my next mealtime. Thanks to Olivia. Ty 5, thank you. Imagine trying to pass off the Queen Mary as a modern Titanic. People do. People do. I mean, some people see the Queen Mary and go, oh, Titanic. I'm like, Titanic's at the bottom of the ocean, right? Excuse me. Libby says, Sam, I'm going to the Titanic Museum tomorrow. Have you been to it? What Titanic Museum? There are quite a few of them. Historic production. Sam, is there any traces of the Titanic's gold nameplates on her bow and stern, like the paint, like the lettering and everything? I believe that they still have some. I don't think it was gold. I don't know what the material was, but yeah, there are still some traces of it. I believe that they can still see like the letter C and stuff like that. Was it gold? Is that what the nameplate? I never heard that the nameplate was made of gold, but I know the lettering was that color, but I didn't think it was gold. But anyway, I believe some of it's still there. We got Jesse 8, thank you. Sorry I'm late. No big deal, just glad you're here. I was watching Titanic movie for the 30th time. We've all been there. How many times have you watched it? I have no idea, dude. So all right, I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna shut my eyes. There's nothing. I'm pulling this completely from memory. Okay. Seeing her coming out of the darkness like a ghost ship still gets me every time. To see the sad ruin of the great ship where she landed at 2:30 in the morning on April 15th, 1912, after her long fall from the world above. And then the guy behind it goes, "You are so full of cuss word, boss." And then they keep going up to the Titanic and everything like that. Here we are on the deck of Titanic, 2.5 miles down. I think he says 12,000 something, or there's something 12,000. I can't remember that number exactly right there. Then he says these windows are 5 inches thick, 8 inches thick. And if they go, it's sayonara in 2 microseconds. All right, enough of that. Or something like that anyway. I know I didn't get every line of that 100% right, but anyway. Turtle foreshadowing, yeah. Yeah, foreshadowing. And while I was doing that, here come more super chats. Well, I've got my eyes shut and everything. What's that other let's see here. So where exactly do you live, Mr. Dawson? Well, right now my address is RMS Titanic, And after that, I'm on God's good humor. Shoot. Then how is it you have means to travel? Well, I work my way from place to place, like tramp steamers and such. But I won my ticket on Titanic here in a lucky hand of poker, a really lucky hand. All life is a game of luck. And then Cal says a real man makes his own luck, right, Dawson? And then Rose's mom goes, and you find that kind of existence appealing, do you? And then Jack goes, well, yes, ma'am, I do. I'm happy when I wake up and I don't know what's going to happen, who I'm going to meet, where I'm going to end up. I mean, just the other day I was sleeping under a bridge, and now here I am on the grandest ship in the world drinking champagne with you fine people. Anyway, okay, there we go. There we go. I know I didn't get that 100% right, but that's my... there we go. Oh, yeah. You're right, Admiral. Yeah, I have air in my lungs, a few blank sheets of paper. Yeah. You're right. I did miss that line. You're all right. I did miss that line. You have to finish the movie now. There I go. There I go, rambling. Okay. And while all this was happening, here comes Super Chat. Okay. I know I'm not going to say this name right, but Miguel, thank you for the 5. I'm sorry about your name. Where Jack and Fabrizio allowed in the section of the ship where Jack says, I'm the king of the world. No. So that's the ship's the forecastle deck, and that part of the ship was restricted. However, we do know that a passenger did sneak out to the very tip of the bow, and she didn't do the king of the world thing, but she did go up there. Shoot, I forgot her name. Her name escaped me. Maritime. What was that lady's name? She wrote that book. What was her name? Maritime. What was her name? What was her name? Maritime. I forgot her name. The lady who snuck out to the very tip of the bow on Sunday morning. What was her name? But thanks for the 5. Jennifer 2, thank you. You have a package coming. It's from me. Really silly. I look forward to it, Jennifer. Thank you for the 2. Hey, you want to know a silly package, okay? I still haven't had a chance to do my mail time yet, but I've got everything over here ready to go whenever. And you can thank Elizabeth for sending this my way. I kid you not, it's an inflatable pool float of the Titanic door. So if you want to recreate that scene with Jack and Rose with an inflatable Titanic wood wreckage thing, this is the silliest. I didn't even know that this was a thing, but okay. Okay. So yeah, I got that in the mail, and I'm gonna mention that in my mail time. I always wait till I accumulate a few things before I do that, but yeah, you can thank Elizabeth for that one. I didn't even know that was a thing until. Oh gosh, well, that's a thing. I can't wait to get your package, and thanks for the super chat. David 10, thank you. Was it common in 1912 for ships to steam full speed through ice regions like Titanic did? So here's the thing. And I don't know why James Cameron said what he did, but I feel like he just reignited the fire with it, because he made a comment during an interview that, that the Titanic, it was ignoring ice warnings and that they were steaming full speed into an ice field despite the warnings. No, it was not. Captain Smith was a good captain, and he was well aware of the ice warnings. Now, it is true that a few ice warnings didn't make it to the bridge, but here's the thing. Ships captains were encouraged, they wanted ships to arrive in port on time. However, they were never told to put passengers' lives at risk for the sake of, keeping a schedule. So what was going on was Captain Smith knew of the ice warnings, but from their perspective on the Titanic on the night of the sinking, the weather looked excellent. It looked like they could see for miles and miles in all directions. And before Captain Smith retired to his cabin, he met with Lightoller on the bridge. I think it was at like 9:45 p.m., somewhere around there. And they talked about it. And Smith said, maintain speed. But if anything changes with the weather conditions, if you spot any ice, you tell me immediately. And we are going to take action. So, I mean, they thought, based on what they could see at the time, that if there was anything dangerous, they would see it long before it posed a risk to the ship. There was a mirage that night, and they couldn't see that due to the moon. Now, I think that they did note there was a slight haze on the horizon, but I don't think it's like they didn't know the full story. They didn't know the full effect that was going to have and everything. So the haze, the mirage effect, hid the berg, but it was deceiving from the Titanic's crewman perspective. It looked like they could see for miles around in all directions, but there was a big blind spot there. So, anytime somebody tries to say that, they thought the Titanic was unsinkable, so they thought it was okay to go full speed into an ice field and everything, that is total garbage. That is total garbage. People back then did not have this religious faith in the ship. They just thought that the ship was very safe. But if Captain Smith had been told about the Californian ice warning, the one that Jack Phillips said shut up to, even though he didn't mean to do it that way, he was just angry and tired. He got blasted in his ear by a loud sound. I think if he would have received that, he would have slowed down the ship. But he didn't get that, and that's a whole other story as to why Jack Phillips did that. But he was tired. He got a loud buzz in his ear from the radio, and he had been awake for 23 hours, 24 hours, and he made an angry decision, But if that ice warning had reached him, he definitely would have slowed down, but it didn't. So anyway, I really get irked whenever I hear people say that Captain Smith was being careless. And anyway. So anyway, I did not mean to start venting about that. I apologize. But they did note the haze on the horizon, but they didn't understand the full scale of what they were looking at with the mirage effect. That's what it looks like from what I saw. I do know that they knew about, it's like they did know about mirages, but I don't think that they knew that cold water mirage was happening because there was no moon. So it was difficult to see the mirage effect, Like here, take a look at this. So that mirage effect creates a massive blind spot for those of you who don't know it. And it generates what's called a false horizon, where you think you can see, the horizon, but there's a huge blind spot in front of you. And it appears like cold water mirage. There we go. Like, take a look. Let me find that image. Yeah. So this isn't Photoshop. This isn't Photoshop or anything, okay? Do you see how that ship looks like it's floating? This isn't Photoshop. There's nothing done there. It's just, it looks like it's a false horizon. So the ocean you see underneath the ship is part of the ocean that is beyond the horizon. And because of the mirage effect, it's bending and twisting the light particles. And that mirage effect is hiding the iceberg. So, but yeah, that is what was going on the night the Titanic sank. That's just it during the daytime. So you can see the false horizon. You can't see what's right in front of you. Yeah, so that's not Photoshop or anything. It's just the light particles being twisted and distorted by the air temperature. There we go. Well, David, you got me to rant for a minute. But yeah, when I heard James Cameron say that on that interview, I was like, like James Cameron's a good guy. He made a great Titanic movie, but why? Anyway, Jalen too. Thank you. What are your thoughts on the Icon of the Seas? I really don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about I haven't been on any Royal Caribbean ships. I want to go. I just haven't been on any yet. But is that a new one or which one is that? Let's see. We got $15 super chat from Ash. Ash, thank you so much. I apologize if I didn't say your name right. Hi, Sam. I am in your Discord, and your moderators are actually really cool and nice. Cool. I had a question for you when you're live, but I can't think of it. No big deal. We all have mind blank moments. Love from Australia. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat. That was super nice of you. And trust me, we all have that. I get I go to say something and I'm like, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, I 100% get it. Jennifer too, thank you. Oh, and thanks for your kind words and much love from West Virginia. Jennifer too, thank you. LOL, I almost sent that raft. Well, then I would have gotten to him and be like, thanks, Jennifer. Thanks, Elizabeth. That's what I would have done. Thanks for the 2. Ben, 2, thank you. What character would you play in Titanic and why? Jack. I would play as Jack because for one reason, my parents told me that they almost named me Jack when I was born. So I would go by that. But yeah, they said that we really considered naming you Jack, Sam, but then we like Sam more. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So they told me that after I became interested in Titanic. Ty, 2, thank you. Do you have a second channel, Sam? If so, what is it? Historic Hangout. It's just a channel where I upload random stuff here and there. But yes, Historic Hangout is the name of my second channel. My chair lost a screw, so I have to keep adjusting it. Yeah, Historic Hangout. Thanks for the super chat. 5 from Jennifer. Thank you. You have a time machine and you have one destination to go to. It can't be Titanic. What historic destination do you pick and why? Shoot, what was the date? What was the date? Dang it. October. Dang it. What was that date? Anyway, I was trying to make a Back to the Future joke, but I could not remember the date in 1955 where Marty McFly goes. I know it's 1955, but I could not remember the full date. I was going to try to say that and have somebody try to figure out what I'm talking about, but I can't remember that date. What was that date? What was that date? I honestly have no idea what that date was. But anyway, if I had to pick one time to go and see, that's a tough one. That is a really tough one. You know, it's not one thing to go and see in the past. I am very interested in in Pompeii, you know, so I'd like to go and see that before Vesuvius erupted and all that stuff. I would be curious about that. I'd like to go and learn more about the Shackleton expedition. I'd be curious about that. Learn more about the Britannic. Shoot, there's so much I'd like to go and see. I'll tell you one thing. If there's one famous person from history that I would love to sit at a table with and just talk to him about his life and everything he went through, Winston Churchill. I would love to sit at a table with Winston Churchill and just talk to him about everything. I mean, can you imagine the stress he was under being Prime Minister of World War II, or Prime Minister of World War II, Prime Minister of England during World War II, you know, and just having and being in the losing end, you know, in 1940, you know, when the Nazis were coming. I mean, can you just imagine that? And being Prime Minister and helping evacuate 300,000 men from Dunkirk and then trying to get America to help out and everything. And I mean, it's just I can't imagine what that must have been like for him. And listen, in my opinion, Churchill is one of the greatest prime ministers in England's history and everything like that. But I mean, it's just to go through what he went through. I mean, during that time, I would love to sit at a table and talk to him. Anyway, there we go. There we go. Let's see here. Fresh 10, thank you so much. I'm planning a trip to the Columbia River Maritime Museum soon. Have you been there? And what other maritime museums would you recommend I go to next? I have not been there, so I do not know. I do not know that much about it. I do not know about that one specifically, but Britain, whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. But I've mostly been to Titanic museums. I've been to a few ship museums. The Titanic ones that I've been to, I love the one in Tennessee and Pigeon Forge. The one in Orlando is good. But shoot, any maritime museum that you go to, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. As long as it's not the Bright Side Titanic Museum, then you'll be good. Let's see here. We got that one. We got that one. Oh, wow. We're over the 1 hour mark. Okay. I think I'm going to start getting ready to wrap up the stream here before too long. Ethan 5. Hey, mate. Love from Northern Ireland, where the Titanic was built. Awesome. Massive part of our history. Sucks to be known for SM. That didn't work. SM. Sucks to be known for SM that didn't work. What's SM? I'm not familiar with what you're talking about. Love your videos. Crying. Oh, I'm glad you like my videos. SM. I'm drawing a blank. What's SM? I'm drawing a blank. What is that? What is that in Ireland? I'm not familiar with that. 1912. SM means something. Something? I don't know. Oh, like something? Oh, it means something. Oh, I see. It means something. Okay. Sucks to be known for something that didn't work out. Leverys. Well, dude, don't think of it like that. I mean, like the Titanic. I mean, the Titanic sank, and that is a tragedy and everything. But I wouldn't say Ireland is just known for a ship that sank. You know, I mean, sure, the Titanic sank and it was built in Ireland, but it's also known, you know, as the home of the heroes of Titanic, you know, like Thomas Andrews, he was born in Ireland, you know, Ireland was his home. And, you know, all the heroes from Titanic and all the brave men and women who were heroes that night who worked to save lives. I mean, Titanic isn't just a story about tragedy. It's a story about heroes too, you know? So, I mean, Titanic sank and it is a sad story. But it's also, your home is also the home of some of the greatest heroes of Titanic, you know? So think of it like that, you know? A lot of good people are from Ireland, you know what I mean? I think that's a good way to say it. Abbreviated, okay. I got you. I hadn't seen that before. Let's see here. Yes, my name is Asha. I remembered my question. Oh, cool. Is there a specific reason as to why the Titanic crew fired rockets at 5-minute intervals instead of one or two? That is a age-old question. And honestly, to this day, we have no idea. You know, I did learn that rockets weren't regulated back then. That was something I learned from the Titanic Honor and Glory animation. But that also confuses me because you can find it online. There is a law, a maritime law in 1912 that states that distress rockets are to be fired up in 1-minute intervals. So I don't know why the animation said they weren't regulated when there is a law on it. Maybe they just didn't enforce it. I don't know. But that is the age-old question because the 1912 maritime law says for rockets to be in distress, they must be fired up in 1-minute intervals. I looked it up. You can find it. Just Google it. So that is the age-old question. We really do not know. Thanks for the super chat. Jennifer, too, thank you. Okay, have a good night. You're awesome. You too, Jennifer. You have a good night and stay safe. Ethan, too, thank you. Yeah, true. Also, Thomas Andrews went to my school. That is insanely cool. The Thomas Andrews went to school. Do you guys have like a memorial plaque or something up there for him? That'd be cool if you guys did. All right, everybody. Well, hey, we've gone a little bit over tonight. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream now. I will see you guys on Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and there will be a Q&A. So for everybody who left super chats, thank you guys so much for the support. Everybody did regular comments. Thank you guys so much for all the support. And just thank you guys so much for being here. You guys are awesome, and I would not be here without the support of each and every single one of you. All right, y'all take care, and I will see you guys Sunday evening. And hey, guys, wait, before I go, is Maritime going down on Sunday? Is Maritime going down on Sunday? Are we going to defeat Maritime at the Q&A? Is Maritime going down, guys? Is he going down? Let me know in the chat. Are we going to beat him this week? Are we going to defeat Maritime this week? Yes. Maritime is going down. Hey, Maritime, if you're out there, we're coming for you. All right, everybody. Well, hey, y'all take care, and I'll see y'all in the next one.